Good news and bad news. Bad news first. I gotta go soon. Good news. I don't have anybody here today, so I can talk as loud as I want, which is kind of nice. Now I just gotta make sure that I'm not like my sound is working this time. All right. I can figure that out. I would have been on here sooner, but I had to go manage some things. You know, like work. That always comes first. I got to make sure that my orders are out for my customers. God forbid something's late and it doesn't make it to Christmas Day. So then we're going to have a real problem at that point. So, okay. All right. Cool. I don't have to worry or dodge or anything because seriously, none of my kids are home. They're all in school. This is their last day before their break, so I don't know if I'm going to be on tomorrow or not. Honestly, this is going to be a hit and miss situation. If I am, I am. If I'm not, I'm not. I mean, I don't know what else to tell you. Yeah, my other one who normally only works at night is working in the morning, so I'm good. I can actually focus today and hopefully not get a million phone calls because. Yeah, and I wanted to apologize. I didn't realize until after the session was done that my entire microphone was off the entire time. I don't know why that happened. Maybe it was my fault. Maybe I forgot to turn it back on. I mean, it could have been, honestly, my grandmother had come in, and she likes to rant and rave about all kinds of things, and I didn't think y'all wanted to hear that. Yeah, so during the last one, what I had done was we had located the rest of the family, all the siblings, including an extra one, Hattie, and I didn't know she was there until honestly I pulled up the census and it was like, well, who's this? So we were able to link her. I did want to check on the family and see if those changes were actually made. So I'm going to go to my profile first. And I'm going to go into the suggested edits. As you can see, there are none right now. Let's see if I can click on this. It says there's a community photo, but nothing's popping. So, okay, the community photo has probably been resolved, right? Click on this again. Still nothing. Okay, then. Must be done. All right, anyway. So we're going to go into suggested edits. We're going to go to the edits that I've suggested. As you can see, it says I've sent 5. And this one I sent before, way before. So whatever edits I've already suggested have already been taken care of. So let's go ahead and we will go with, okay, all suggested types. We're going to say that were accepted because I'm kind of guessing she accepted everything. And Stewart's, that's right. We were going with Stewart's. All right, so Miss Alice here, Samuel. This is with Samuel. Finally found Samuel. And haha, as you can see, look at that. There's all the siblings, so they've all been approved. George, Clark, Alice, Hattie, Raymond, Ida, Wallace, and of course, Mr. Samuel here. And it looks like the half sibling thing's been taken care of as well. So let's go ahead. I'm gonna double check here, but either they got merged. I'm gonna click on this. The duplicates have already been reported. Okay, so what happened was they just accepted the fact that I asked for them to adjust that the parents be all the same profile. So now we have both parents. I wonder if Hattie's sibling. We also found Hattie's 2 children. And Raymond, so they accepted that too. So, there's Hattie's child with her husband, William Adams, Raymond Adams. So everything is all set and done. The person who was managing this, Miss Pauline, is clearly active on here, which I'm so grateful for, because honestly, I don't know if you guys noticed, but some of these memorials go back like 20 years. And imagine trying to be on here 20 years later. Some people don't, some people are very dedicated to it. Other people are kind of like hit and miss, like it was a trend for them and now they're gone. Sometimes Find a Grave will be able to pick those ones out, and they'll leave the graves up for grabs for people. Other times, it's just kind of meh. And obviously I didn't go to the cemetery today or yesterday as I had thought I was going to, because I didn't need to. In the end, those monuments that we were looking for before actually already are taken care of, and I believe they are, they're not Samuel's children, are they? Maybe. Wait. No, it's Andrew's brother, Samuel's children. And would you look at that? They're all here too. All right, cool. See how that works? Like Mr. Charles Stewart, the little infant, is on here. Nanny is on here. The other John is on here. So all the other children are all right here. So they were all added. Everything's been taken care of. Everybody's been linked. And that really helps in the future for anybody who's looking for this family, that they have the documentation, they have the linkage to help them, go back in time. They can go back here to Charles Stewart, the father of both Samuel and Andrew. Now, I'll tell you what, this gets a little tricky when you get past the, I believe it's 1840. And that's just because the census didn't start until much earlier in the 1800s, but not like to the beginning of the 1800s. Hold on. I saw a car that looked like mine, but it was like, wait a minute. Is that my car? No, it's not my car. All right, cool. Because my daughter didn't take her car to school, so it shouldn't have been moving. It's a similar car. There's a guy that actually works in the back here. His name's Billy. He runs an automotive shop out of one of the farm buildings here. And technically he wasn't supposed to. I guess he must have gotten permits or something. I don't know. In the end, we all rent from the same person. Love our landlord. He's a great guy. You hear so many about bad landlords, but my landlord, he's fantastic. I love him. Honestly, this house, when I first moved in the walls were baby poop green, and I kid you not, that is the color they were, and it was disgusting. I hated it. And he let me color them whatever I wanted. And first we started white with, we kept the black trim that was already here. And then, as you can see, now it's white trim and gray walls. And I did that actually about 5 years ago. I'm about to sneeze. Oh my goodness. Every time you say it, it doesn't happen. Feels like it's still there. Okay. See how that works. Anyway. All right. So now that I can fully focus and I don't have to worry about like dodging things here and there. I also wanted to apologize for Subnautica. I figured out that if I stream directly from my PlayStation 5, if I don't turn down the frame rate, I'm going to overheat the system. And therefore, the reason why I kept cutting off for both Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Subnautica was because it overheated. Quite simply, like I look down, I look up, and my screen's black, and I was like, no. And I go over and I'm messing with it. I actually sat around for a good half hour. In order to reset a PlayStation that has overheat, you literally have to unplug it. Like, it sat there, it was completely cool to the touch. An hour later, and I still couldn't get it to turn on with my controller. I had to unplug it and plug it back in. Just so everybody knows. So, next time I stream with Subnautica, I don't even know if my information's saved. I really hope it did, because I really don't want to go look for those fish again. But if it didn't, it is what it is. I'll have to start again. But just so everybody knows, if things crash, it's not my internet. like it was that one time. It is literally, the system has overheated on my PlayStation because I had it on the best processing speed, and you know, back when Final Fantasy VII Rebirth came out, you couldn't have the graphics on the best graphics without that system overheating. I mean, it's a great system, but yeah, it's sensitive to processing all that data, even with all the fans perfectly clean. Like, I took that thing apart, and I clean those fans. Honestly, getting the sides off is so much easier than I used to actually take apart my PlayStation 2, my 3, and my 4 in order to get them to be clean. Like, I literally would, I had no idea what to do, and I was a child, literally with a screwdriver, just trying to figure out what goes here, what goes there, and praying that I didn't mess something up. It was kind of like, you know, the old folks mechanics where they just have an engine and they just take it apart for giggles, just to see what goes where, and trying to put it back together like a little project. So, yeah, that is basically what's been going on. All right, so now that I can focus, and I have about an hour and a half, actually, let's push it to an hour. I had to be somewhere by 1 o'clock, and if the construction down the road is still in active progression, and honestly, I'm going to grab something to eat on the way before I go see my nephew. He's 2. I have to go watch him. My sister is going out of town for a minute, and yeah, just one of the few days I actually get to myself. This is how much time I'm going to have. So I'm going to get 1 hour. My sister gets more time than me, I swear, because she leaves her son all the time. Anyway, I mean, I get me time and stuff, but I've never been prone to actually wanting to do that myself, just because, yeah. I have no idea where this memory section came from. I don't even remember clicking on this. Okay, so, all right. So, you know what? Let's go back to what I was just looking at. We'll start with that. Accepted. Just said, okay, thank you. All right, we're going to go to Samuel. And, all right. So, since we've already taken care of this side of the family, let's go back to Andrew and Samuel's dad and mom, Charles and Sarah. And they are the ones. Are you serious? That's what I clicked out of? Oh, man. Ancestry. Search. All right, cool. There we go. When you get overexcited and you start closing out things that you probably shouldn't close out. We're going to type in Charles Stewart. We're going to see what pops up, if anything. And we can see his years right here, just right above. Don't even have to click on it. And I believe he is from, oh, no, he's from Ireland. Okay, this is going to be tricky. We're not going to say birth. We're going to say death. We're going to stick with Mercer County. Is that Mercer County? Yes, it is. Okay. And 1863. And we're going to go with Pennsylvania. Yeah, I'm not even going to go all the way to, I can't even spell my own state. You know, it's funny. You get used to the word Pennsylvania that you realize how to spell Transylvania and all the other Vanias, because it's honestly the same spelling, just different beginning. All right, so Charles Stewart. Somebody's actually got the family tree this time, so it's going to be a little bit more easier, maybe. I'm guessing, because I haven't even opened this up, but I see that there's a daughter named Charlotte, and Charlotte is not listed on here as one of the daughters, so now we have another section of the family that we may need to adjust to. All right, so let's look at this family. This family was created, this family tree version Was created the Watkins family tree. This is public. Susan. Okay. Risen. Okay. Rising Red. So Charles Stewart. So apparently Charles Stewart's parents are William and Anna Johnston. And apparently they've already figured this out. Now, they've also figured out exactly where they passed away, and it looks like that is true. So, and it looks like they may even have an exact birthday, which is actually very interesting. I keep saying actually. So I want to update this to say that. We're gonna update this to August 21st. And we're going to add Bushmills, if it'll let us. If it doesn't, it may be actually a town. It's still there. Okay. Some towns aren't there anymore. So, you might have that the person was born in a certain place. Similar to my town once was called Hickory. It is no longer called Hickory. Because when enough people become, designated into a township or like one of those villages or whatever, you get enough people, you're suddenly upgraded to a city. And there can only be so many cities in a state. And each one has to have a unique name. You can't have two Hickories. Well, apparently there was another Hickory. And Hickory, Pennsylvania became a city before we did. So when our city became a city, they said, well, now you got to change your name. It's kind of a bummer, actually, because we're supposed to be one of the birthplaces of one of the presidents, nicknamed Old Hickory. I believe it was Andrew Jackson. And that is what our town is named for, but it is what it is. All right, so we're going to update that. And then whoever owns this one, is it Pauline again? No, it's a Bet. Literally Bet, not a Brett. Bet. Okay. Let's go with... All right, so let's see if we can actually link up where these parents are. If they truly believe that there is a connection here, there should be some kind of paperwork supporting this, hopefully. Oh, it even says marriage. Oh, they have a picture of Sarah. Well, perfect. So we could actually take this old picture, which honestly, back in the day, photographs weren't even really a thing, remember? So it's very unique to actually have a photographed photo. I can't even talk today. I can actually talk today, and I can't talk today. How messed up is that? All right, we're going to click on Sarah. We are going to add this photo. Why? Because it's a photo of the person. All right. I know it hasn't truly uploaded yet. Give me a minute. It'll do it. It's just... Yeah, see? There it is. Person. Done. Black and white, but it'll do. Alright, so we don't have a location of Anne. William seems to have a location for a stone, though, because there's a picture of it. And if I had to guess, it's probably in Ireland. Alright, let's zoom in. In memory of William Stewart... Something of late of, okay, and then died December. Does that say December? It looks like December. I see an E and a C. It has to be December. And then his wife, da-da-da-da-da. There's a lot of stuff. Okay, originally shared this article. Ooh, there we go. Even if it's not directly. There we go! Okay, so sweet. Somebody actually wrote it out, the inscription. This is why this is so important to transcribe. And to memory of William Stewart, late of Balnearis, who died the 25th of December, Christmas, interesting. 85 years, also his wife Anne, who died 1825. Also his sons, William, who died 1811 at age 18, aw. Thomas, who died December 25th as well, age 50. All right, so there are a bunch of people actually buried in the same spot. Interesting, interesting. All right, so now we actually have the parents, which is unique. All right, so we're going to go back to Charles. And we are going to add who his mommy and daddy are. So there's Daddy. And Miss Anne. And now that we actually know her maiden name, we can adjust that as well. All right, so Miss Johnston. Apparently, we're going to update this. And add that. All right. Wife died in June of 1825. Let's see, does she actually have... Well, this one says February. Well, obviously that's not true. So we'll leave that alone. Volunteers. So this looks like it's the same general vicinity. Let's see if it actually will populate as that name of that town. Wait. Okay, it only has the date of day. All right, cool. All right, so let's see. Oh, it doesn't populate. All right, well then. See, this is what I mean. Like, if this name is here, well then let's Google it. You know, what is this town called now? Townland. Okay. Maybe. All right, I'm going to actually take this whole thing. I'm going to Google it exactly the way it's written. See what pops. All right, cool. So that's why. It's a totally different town name now. There's also Townland in County Down, Ireland, located in, yes. The Irish name is... I wonder if this will actually pop. Let's try this. Open it up so I can read this better. There we go. I'm actually going to type this in, see what happens. Nope. The sun is coming out. It's a miracle. It's going to go away. I just feel it. Wow, I'm not really getting anything, am I? No, we don't want Romania. Nope. Alright, we're just gonna leave this blank. Back from the morning. Alright, Alright. So, marriage to Mr. Stewart happened 1780. We can at least update that. Who has control of the marriage? It looks like Miss Sarah. Oh, wait. Lord! Is this Sarah? Now I'm realizing I might have done something buku here. Hold on. No, I did. Okay. I wondered for a minute. I'm like, wait a minute, am I getting the wrong name? I'm not. This is Sarah. So I don't want to look at Sarah. I technically don't want to look at Charles either. I already figured that part out. All right, so actually the person I'm going to look at is Anne. Okay, Charles. I've already updated whose parents are. We updated this. He's got 2 brothers. And then we also have something here saying that there's a sister. All right, so let's go backwards a little bit. All right, still on Charles. But we want to see who his siblings are. No, you know what? No, let's jump it ahead. Let's figure out Charles's children. So that would be Andrew, there's Andrew, and Samuel's siblings. So all these ones. We need to figure out these ones. All right, so we're going to start with Joseph here. It looks like Joseph actually might have some info. So, Joseph. There's no way that this is his death certificate if he died in 1889. This is about his child. All right, so where's his child buried? Because it's possible he's buried with his dad. So he is somewhere. Where is that? Oh, man. Oh, no. It's Meadville. I know Meadville. It's north. And hilly. Like crazy. It almost looks like it says Peter's Corners? Huh. Let me see. All right. You know what? Let's do it this way. Where's the X? There's no X. All right, fine. Okay, so this is here. There should be. Okay. Let's click on John's name. See if maybe that'll pop something up over here. Because I'm trying to figure out the cemetery. There we go. All right, John Stewart. So this would have been Mr. Andrew's nephew. Does John's dad attached to him? Spouse. No. All right. Greenfield. Porter's Quarters. Okay. Okay. Close enough. It's called Greenfield Cemetery. All right. Sweet. Looks like a very old type cemetery. Like super old. Oh man, they even got wood. Actually, it's pretty. These trees are pretty clean. I mean, somebody's been taking care of it, so that's good. You have no idea how many cemeteries I've been to that, like, the back roads and there's no way in and there's nothing to do. All right, so let's start with Stewart. Let's see what pops. All right, so all we got is John and Elma. And Elma is what? His wife? Yeah, it's his wife. And then he's got a Jacob. Or Charles Jacob. All right, let's try one of these other ones. Different John. Father. Mother. Spouse. Well, yeah, aren't I looking at the same thing? Yeah. I am. Okay. Alright. So, okay, if we have this one, who's this one? Let's pull this up too. Just for good measure. It's an obituary. It mentions his name. 1934. Oh. Well, let's check for sure. Obituary date. Pittsburgh. Is it the same person? Manor died last night. Received in hand. You received while working on a switch on Manor. Half a century. Ooh. And another year he would have retired. He was 69 years of age, leaves a wife and a family. Oh, that's sad. Alright then. This was 1903, February 27th. We don't know if it's the same one though. Alright. Obituary date. We don't know if that's him. We don't know for sure unless we actually have a death certificate to support that. It actually makes me wonder. I mean, we all know the death certificates were pretty early on. Obviously, we're not getting anything out of it. Sorry, I have customers that are actively sending me questions. I have to answer them. Okay. Whew. Yeah, I get tired. 1906. Okay, so 1903, even if he did die in 1903, he's not going to have death certificate. We can double check that by looking at 1906. And 1906, want to learn who the first death certificate was? It must have been, yeah. Registered file number 1. First person to ever get a death certificate is, I don't know his name because it looks like it says Frank of man, I can't make out a lot of that. This is just Pennsylvania too. This isn't like, is it Costello? And how old were you, mister? 1867 is 1906, so what, 51? My best guess? 39, okay, I'm terrible at math today. You know what, that's why I did that, right there, 51. 39, I kept thinking, it's like, why does this feel weird? From Austria. So the very first death certificate ever. Right there. It's amazing they even still have it. It literally says file 1, registered 1. And as you can see, do you see the numbers here? Do you see this ridiculous amount of people? There are far more dead in the world than there are alive. Crazy. All right. Okay. Just curious. All right, let's move it on. Sorry, another customer. All right. Okay. Anyway, apologies. My arms have been achy as crap lately. It's been so bad. Okay. Who's this? This is Alexander Stewart, another child of Joseph and Sarah. That's why I got confused, duh. So, Mr. Joseph here has a wife named Sarah. I'd really like to know where Joseph himself is. Maybe we can find out through his wife. Let's try that. Usually, okay, she died in Pennsylvania. I'm gonna be able to find her. All right, we're gonna do that. No, I'm just gonna hit the magical search button. We're gonna zip to it. And spouse, Fedridge. Who? Wrong person. No, maybe not. Okay, was she married twice then? I mean, if he died young, that would make sense. Yep. Because there she is. She's even got a double last name, and nobody knows that the maiden name is actually a different one. So let's fix this. They probably think the maiden name... Oh, no, they do. They know the maiden name is Wrath. Stewart. So where's Joseph? Huh. Well, if they're there... Well, we do know where one of her children are. That works. So let's go back. Where did it go? Okay, so we have Alexander. And we have John. Where is John? John. All right. So we can at least match John up to Sarah. Minimal. So let's pull up John. Because his mama... Alright. No, wait. Other way around. Click on this one. And we will edit John to include his mother. And his father, though. We have to find his father. He's somewhere else. Let's see. Where is Alexandra? Alexander. You know, I should know how to pronounce that one. Is this a real picture of the same person? Passed away in 1955. Was this picture 1954? No way. Unless he's 81 in that picture. What? No way. Ooh. Alexander Stewart is the father of Jimmy Stewart, an actor. What? This is real? Same people? Wait. This is Indiana. No, it's Virginia. In Indiana, PA, where Jimmy's father is a hardware merchant. Jimmy, who was the best man, said Dad sure picked a honey. International. Alexander Stewart, 81, to Mrs. JJ Stallhart, 76, Canadian widow. Whoa! Whoa, 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 whoa. Is this really the same one? Wait a minute. Wait. No way. Like, I know who Jimmy Stewart is, but I didn't think that they were connected. Hold on. I'm so confused. Okay, well then who signed this? Joseph Stewart. Informant is Raymond. Can you where's the W? Informant name is Raymond Stewart, and they can't even spell it right. Oh my goodness. No. Heart disease. Sarah. Okay, so Alexander's is a widower, so his wife must have passed away. What, before he did? That's really weird. 81. Weird. But it says he died in Pennsylvania. It can't not be this other one. It doesn't make sense unless somebody else died in Massachusetts. Child. Spouse. It's not the same one. This one's not the same one. No way. What? Who are all these women? There cannot be this many Alexander Stewarts in Hadley. Adrian Stewart, age 55. No, it can't be. Can't be the same one. 1907. Doesn't make sense. I'm having a hard time with this one. I don't like the idea of jumping the gun and saying, you know, somebody's related to somebody particularly famous, like Jimmy Stewart, unless I know for sure. Who is this person? JJ. Stop. All right. Let's well, dang. Ooh. Kind of lost here on this one. Okay, so if Joseph married Sarah, what children did they have? Alexander. Did he have 2 wives? He wasn't alive that long. He had 2 wives. Okay. Okay, Alexander. But we don't know. I mean, we do, but we don't. All right. Let's back this up. All right, we're gonna back up to Alexander. Is there a find a grave for him? No. Where does it say he is? Cemetery. Is that shit in Philadelphia? Philadelphia, PA. Oh. All right. We're gonna kind of do not like a backward search, but Alexander Stewart. We're gonna go into just regular memorials. We're gonna try this. Stewart's a pretty common name. But yeah, let's see. Okay, we're gonna just use the years. Where's the date of birth? Date of death is 55. Date of birth should be somewhere in here. No, it's blank. Okay. So what, we gotta do the math? Okay. 55, 55, 55, 85. Oh, no. No, no. Okay. It froze for a minute. We're going to go 1955. Now, doing it so badly. I might actually whip out the calculator just because I want to be sure. 80. Okay, so if we take away 55, we get down to 1900. We need to get down to 81. So an additional 20 years would take us down to 1880, which would put us at 75 minus 6. 1874. Ta-da! Is that the same one? It says February. This is February. Alright, hang on a minute. I gotta go get something. I'll be right back. Hang on, I gotta check something. Put this up. Some work for a customer. I had to paint. And I paint outside because, you know, paint can be toxic at times. All right. All right. Let's see. James William Stewart. Is this really Jimmy Stewart? I don't see the little magical star here. There's some nice pictures, too. Given the fact they said that, I just want to be sure. I just, again, I feel pretty uncomfortable at times. J. Stewart. Alexander. I had to buy J. Stewart. So, okay. So somebody in the family actually added that photo, and obviously it wasn't Mr. James here, because James has been gone since before the internet even was a thing. Let's see. I am going to do an old-fashioned Wikipedia search, considering this is a more famous actor. Jimmy Stewart, American actor. Father. Or just to type father. Alexander Stewart. I just want to be sure. In Indiana, Pennsylvania, eldest child born only to Elizabeth Ruth. Alexander Stewart had. Okay. Mary and Virginia. Alright, Yeah, we're on Wikipedia. Let's see. Family portrait. Left to right. Mom, sister, Father Alexander. James. Does it look like him? I can't tell. James and Margaret. Spouse is Emma. I don't think it's the same woman. Plus, this is North Carolina. It can't be. Can't be. And I'm glitching. Take away the word Stewart. Make it 68 matches in the entire effing world. All right. Let's try. Maybe I should have put Pennsylvania. New Jersey. I feel like I should still put an S in here. You know what? I think I'm right. Maybe somebody just spelled it wrong. Let's just put an S. Just for good measure. Okay, now we got 13. Smith. There's that Stewart again. Ah! There's a different Stewart. That can't be right, because that looks like a woman. All right, either he's not written down on here somewhere, or I don't know. Let's try this. It says, Mr. Alexander, according to his death certificate, where to go, should be in Philly. All right. So maybe not write down the birth years. We can just write Pennsylvania. We can definitely put the year of birth, the date of death. Blah, I can't even do it. All right, we're going to do it again. Only this time we're not going to write in the date of birth. Come on. Alexander Stewart. I'm going to go with 1955. Come on, stop glitching. Okay, that's fine. Is it truly not written down somewhere? I've been to Clinton Cemetery. It's where part of my family is located, so I know exactly where that is. Mount Lebanon is, well, in Pittsburgh, Mount Lebanon, Allegheny County is the county of Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. And I tell you what, is mountains on top of mountains. I have been on one of their large cemeteries, and literally, like, I will have to go there in IRL time and show you guys what that looks like. I mean, it is the beautifulest, most gorgeous view I've ever seen. I am terrified of heights. I mean, forget it. I can't do it. I can't. But literally, like, I was investigating my own family, and this cemetery is so large, it expands, like, across 3 different roads into, like, 4 different areas. So the one area I was in, I started wandering, and I look over, and it looks like a cliff, and I was like, is that actually a cliff? And I started walking toward, I could see the entire city, like skyline, almost in level with the skyscrapers. And it was like, wow, I have never seen, like, that kind of view before. I took so many photos of it, and I put them on the cemetery itself, and they don't do it they really just don't. And I'm curious to know actually how it would look on camera. What kind of, I had to bring my sons there just so they could see what I was talking about, because it was one of those moments where it's like, I can't believe what I'm looking at. I didn't know there was such a view at all. And it's a gorgeous view. And I hate heights. I hate them so much. And you can see everything. You can see the football stadium for where the Steelers play, and the Pittsburgh Pirates. I mean, it's right below you. Like, I felt like if I just chucked a rock hard enough, it would literally go far enough to hit the stadium. So I'll have to go there one of these days and stream it. I feel like that's going to be a thing here within the next week or 2. Might do that. Get me out of my own house for a minute just to get away. Because I literally, like, I have been stuck in this never-ending cycle of meetings and appointments and just being dragged one way or another. Sometimes, like, I don't know if you guys have been on a long vacation, but if you've ever gone on a dry vacation before, then you know that the further away you get from your home, the more relaxed you feel. And you know what? It took me a minute to figure out why, because, you think you would have more anxiety, like, oh no, I'm stuck out here all alone. And I mean, there is some of that, but for the most part, I felt free. Like, nobody, all the stresses at home, they can't get me. Because what are they going to do? I'm all the way over here. They can't come to me. I can't go back there. I'm at nobody's obligation at this point. Who's going to call me to come back? I'm days, literally days away. I went to California from Pennsylvania. And anybody who's traveled across the country in a car, it takes days to get back. You can fly, sure, in a matter of hours, but to drive, days. You can't. Some people can manage to get to here to Florida and back in under a day or 2, or at least down there in a day. And that's like if you're switching drivers, because, man, driving 21 hours, I've driven 13 hours. My back hurts just thinking about it. It really does. It's just like, oh my goodness, I remember being stuck in that seat. Your arms are locked because you're fighting traffic the whole time. You're literally aching. A lot of people are like, oh, you're just driving. You're just driving. You're not doing anything. Why are you sore and tired? Nobody has any idea, as the driver, how much stress that puts you under. Nobody has any clue, unless they are in that position and driving for that long period of time in freeway traffic. you're literally like locked to the steering wheel. You might be a little loose here and there, but for the most part, especially when you get close to rush hour, your arms are like in lock position. You are grabbing that wheel. You do not want to let go. And you have to think about it. Think about just sitting here like this for 13 hours. I mean, you might get up every 1 or 2 to use the bathroom, and you come right back, though, and you're locked back in. Literally just doing this the whole time. Fists are clenched, and you're in position to control the steering wheel. And you got to be, constantly on alert for all the drivers around you. And it's just, it's exhausting. It really is. I can't tell you, like, as soon as I got home, after being gone for 2 weeks of driving, Yellowstone, Rushmore, all of it, went around Mount St. Helens, went over the Cascade Mountains, down I-5, around Mount Hood, down to San Francisco, which is 10 lanes. 10 lanes of traffic. If nobody's been on the West Coast before, I mean, I'm sure New York has their 10 lanes of traffic too, here and there. But California, most people also don't know that tolls technically end around Chicago. The people in the Midwest, they don't have tolls. They really don't. We're so used to our easy passes over here on the East Coast, and then the West Coast has their, their bridge passes and their tolls for the bridges, and Chicago is like literally like every 5 minutes you get to another toll and you pay another dollar, another dollar. But after that, there's nothing. There are no tolls at all. I think Pennsylvania's Route 76 is probably the most expensive toll I'd ever. I kid you not. Driving from here on the west side of the state to the east side of the state is $200+. Don't believe me? Hang on, I'll show you. I'm gonna sidetrack here for a minute. We're gonna sidetrack. Route that 76 PA tolls cost without an easy pass. Let's just do that. Let's just say they send you a fat bill in the mail. All right. So the cost to travel the full length of Pennsylvania Turnpike without an easy pass is Well, it went down. Because I swear, when I went through there, I saw that ticket, because they used to print that ticket out. They don't print that ticket anymore. Now they do this Easy Pass thing. But let's just say we're starting from, let's just say Pittsburgh. And we are going to go to Allentown, PA. All right, toll calculations. See, this is the distance, all right? It's not even the full length, because, I mean, Jersey's line's over here, and Ohio is over here. All right, so let's just say 2-axle car with Easy Pass. What road are they taking? There's no way that's 76. That is a lie. Did it get cheaper? How did it get cheaper? All right. If it's seriously cheaper, I'm gonna be like totally bummed, because I literally remember forking out like $50 in cash just to go from Pittsburgh area to here. Because honestly, this is where you get off, kind of, and you go down to Maryland and go down to DC. Is control scroll. Me. All right, right here. So you take 76 and you split off. So you start with 76 over here, and you go and you go and you go, and then you come. This is Carlisle and Harrisburg and all this stuff, but you cut off before. So here, and I think that's why it's only... whatever. Anyway. Class 5 vehicle. 2-axle. Weight class. Okay, is it like, does that mean one of those like the smart cars or something? Because I don't remember a weight class being a thing. Imagine being a semi. Yeah. It needs a minute. If you have an 8-axle vehicle and your weight class is 100,000 pounds or more, you're paying $400 just to get from here to... Yeah. Lies. Lies. I am telling you, that is not correct. I have paid an arm and a leg to the point where actually we took the scenic route home. Because I was like, nope, I'm not paying that price again. And the scenic route is scary. Oh, man. Do not take that route if you're afraid of heights. It literally has you banking off of cliffs. Oh, man. And people are zooming around you like it's nothing. Going like 60 miles an hour around like 180 turns. Oh, man. Like literally like zip, zip. And it's like, okay, I need time to turn my vehicle from here to here. Okay? I can't go around the bend like that at 60 miles an hour that quickly. There's no way to do that sharp turn that fast. So, okay. All right, I got about 10 more minutes here, and then I got to skedaddle. It doesn't look like Jimmy Stewart is the Stewart. I'm not, again, 100% sure. I'm not comfortable with making that jump. It's an F as a middle name. I wonder what the middle name would be then. Frank? Maybe. Frank Sinatra. But it does say, I really want to know, I really want to know what cemetery that is. I'm going to guess. It looks like it says Chelter. Hills. Shelter Hills. In Philly. Alright. You know what, I'm gonna try one more time. But I'm gonna do it this way. Let's see if I can. Nope. Okay, so maybe it's Shelton. Oh, it is! Let's just see where that is. Is it Philly? It is Philly. Okay. Wow, it's got a weird fence. Originally called the Philadelphia Crematoria, the first in Philly, opening in 1888. The ashes were either given to the family or placed in the building just for the display of the urns. 30 acres was subsequently purchased, surrounding the became known as Chilton Cemetery. All right, so let's try Stewart. I'm just gonna try the last name, see what pops. Okay, we've got an Andre, we've got an Anna, we've got an Archibald. I don't see an Alexandra. All right, we're gonna have to make one. It says he's there. So we're gonna save this as our proof. Come on. Stop glitching. Come on. Don't do this to me now. Okay. Okay, it's let go. Right? Wait, it. Okay. Save. Save. I just want to hurry up. Okay, okay. Before I lose it. I don't see anybody else. I don't see anybody with the same name, any relation. It doesn't even look like this whole cemetery has been mapped very well. It says there's 22,000 memorials and only 76% photographed. And his isn't even in here at all. So you can't even count it as one of the photographs. And as you can see, it has 454 open requests. So if anybody is in the area, please go there and take the photos. Because obviously there are 400 requests from people that want to know where their loved ones are. And so I'm sure that would be helpful. All right, so we're going to add a memorial. We are going to add Mr. Alexander F. Stewart. And he's a male. And, all right, back it up. We're gonna go back here. We're gonna type in all this lovely information. So I already have it. Actually, I'm gonna do it this way. Copy. I'm gonna paste it. No, that's not what I said. Nope. I need to reboot my computer. Alright, so we're going to write 1874, just because. And then we are going to put the date of death as February 28th in Philly. 1955 in Philadelphia. County. Well, not just Philly County. It would be Philly. There we go. This doesn't say west, east, whatever. We're not west side, east side. We're going to go with that. We're going to add, just because. We're going to add the photo in a second. And then we're going to edit it. Come on. There we go. Add photo. We're going to add Mr. Alexander's death certificate. Good measure. Then we are going to add his parents. Wait. Well, we can add mom. We don't know where dad is because Joseph's gone to the wind somewhere. But we at least have, mom. All right, so let's see. We're going to edit this now. We're going to add Ms. Roth here. Where did she go? Please don't tell me I lost her already. Okay, there she is. Come on, man. At least we can do it this way. No, we need just the number. Why did it update the whole? Okay, never mind. Must not fully copied. Hold on. Copy. Okay. If you ever want to, like, click to, okay, like, I can double click on this and it will automatically highlight, but if I click, see, 1, 2, 3. If you do it 3 times really fast, you highlight the whole thing. Just so everybody knows. If you ever want to do that. All right, save changes. All right, so now Miss Sarah should pop up as her son, Mr. Alex. I need to go. Reboot. 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 I need to upgrade my own computer. Got my son this really cool one that can do all the streaming fantastically smoothly. And I gotta tell you, I want to keep it for myself. But I'm not going to because I love my kid. Alright. There he is. Alright, cool. So Mr. Alexander now is added. He exists. Somebody can help find and take the photo. You know what? I'm going to show you guys how to do this real quick. If you ever want to find somebody, their photo, and you want to do the request a photo, here's the magical buttons right next to add the photos, request a photo. I'm going to request a photo. And I'm going to put in here this information. There are 253 volunteers for the cemetery in this area. Basically, people who are signed up who live close to the area who have said, listen, if you ask for it, we'll ask for the picture. All right, so I'm going to include a message. And here is the message that says, please and thank you, maybe by himself as his wife, or with his wife. Who's his wife again? I don't remember. I just remember. Okay, we don't know for sure who the wife is. That's right. Because we can see who John's wife is, but we don't know Alexander's because it says he was a widower, which means his poor wife passed away before he did. I'll look at this later. Written on the death certificate. Only the age of 80. 1874. All right. Sweet. Now, if I refresh this, because I've made the photo, there it is. See? And everything I wrote is right there. And it says it's requested by me, and yada, yada, yada. Now, if somebody actually goes around and they try to find it and they can't find it, they can always, mark saying that, there's a problem with this looking for it because it doesn't exist. Which, if it doesn't, it doesn't. But this is how we're going to end this. I am going to try and turn on Subnautica later and figure out the frame rate so we can continue that. And maybe do a little bit more of this later, and cross my fingers that tomorrow is smooth enough in the morning that I can hop on here and continue this. All right, I appreciate you all coming to hang out with my TED Talk. I don't even want to say TED Talk because it sounds like a boy thing, but I mean it is what it is. But thanks for hanging out. Checking up. Sorry about the last one where I am talking to the air. You're going to see all these little motions and you're not going to hear a thing. But if you follow along in the websites, you can at least see that. All right, I'm going to go watch my nephew.